Greetings. So these are actual communications we get at the Marriage Foundation. We have an Ask a Counselor page. It's a free service. This one is, should I sign the divorce papers? I feel like I am stood still and can see people passing me by. That's very eloquent. I have been married for 14 years. My husband went off with his side chick. To my knowledge, they've been an item for 7 years. Whoa. Recently, I have had 2 dreams that I've moved on to another relationship. Should I sign the papers? As both our children and I are in turmoil. Forgot to mention that my husband, also Christian when we married, has a child with this woman. I suspect there are more children. Help. I'm feeling like people are laughing at me. Okay, so let's let me give, because I know a lot of you are asking this question. We get this question in many forms, oftentimes. And I will say that there are degrees of difficulty, bar none, our course, for individuals who are trying to save their marriage. Second to none. Our course has proven itself for nearly 23 years. I used to be a divorce mediator. I shifted. I made everything results-oriented, process-oriented. It's very logical. It's simple. There's no fanfare or anything like that, no magic pills. So we know from our experience what works. We don't always know what will work in a person's case, but we have seen enough so that we have an idea. In this particular case, I'm going to just put it out there very simply. The husband left his wife and family a long time ago. When I say a long time ago, I am not talking about like hours, days, weeks, months, and years. I'm talking about his state of mind. And he took up with another woman. And he's not physically under the same roof with the person who's writing in. Typically, unless the man has done this, left physically, and has a baby with another woman, started another family, a wife can save their marriage still. She has everything stacked in her favor because they're already married. And usually what happened, and now don't misunderstand me, I'm not saying it's okay for a man to be disloyal to his wife, no matter what. But a lot of men, especially in our Western culture, are turned off by how their wives treat them. And because our Western culture is basically saying, oh, it's okay, just find someone else, they do. It means that he still probably loves his wife, would have preferred to stay with her, but from his point of view, she did everything she could to push him away. Things like stopped having sex with him, complained constantly, criticized him. That's a big thing. Men don't do well with criticism, condemned him, and he left in one way or another. For those cases where they're still living under the same roof, even though they're no longer having sex, our success rate is phenomenal when a woman takes the course for women. Because what it does, the course, brings her into reality, not in terms of how she should behave, because we behave according to what we are inside. But the course is literally designed to give the person the ability to change themselves. And it works. And you know, it's so difficult in this world. You know yourself. You've tried to break habits. It's almost impossible. But early on, I got some help, and we have this unbelievable technique called the SO technique that's very powerful. So we're able to completely shift the marriage around, but not when the husband is no longer the husband in reality, maybe on paper. So should she sign the papers? We never tell people what to do, never. And so I know that our counselor who responded to this didn't say, yeah, sign the paper. We don't do that. We're here to help people with their marriages. But because this is general, I can say, in this case, where else is she going to go? What else can she do? Not only should she sign the papers, but she should first, if this is that strong, then she should find legal advice, not just sign papers. She needs an attorney. This world is a mess. And what happens is, when there is a divorce, the two who are soulmates, were soulmates, probably still are. I mean, I don't know the depth of that. It's a deep spiritual question, isn't it? But those who were together are now enemies according to how the government runs things, and so they need someone to defend them and be an aggressor on their behalf. Tough one. I feel so sorry for people like her, and it's not her fault. You know, you may have gotten the impression that I was blaming her for pushing her husband away, but that's not true. We are not taught how to be married. We are not taught how to live. We are not taught about love. We are not taught about proper marital behavior. We're not even taught about proper behavior, period. There's so much disrespect. There's so much everything that is not good in our world. It's very difficult for us when we're surrounded by all of these bad practices and bad teachings, which primarily come from Hollywood, let's be honest, for an individual to know what's the right way to behave. So we don't blame anybody. We don't even blame the husband. Yeah, he was wrong. Yeah, she was wrong. If we're able to help a couple stay together, and we only need one of you to do that, then here we are to help. So that would be my advice, that she should definitely get legal advice and move on with her life. Should she learn about what she did wrong in the marriage? Yeah, of course. We should learn from our mistakes. We shouldn't be guilty. We shouldn't be shameful. We shouldn't tie ourselves to the regret that we feel knowing what we did wrong, but we should become smarter and move forward in our lives with a desire to become a more loving, more positive, more joyful human being. And in this case, more joyful woman. So thank you. If you like this video, please let us know. If you have been following and you want to become a TMF marriage counselor, please go to our website and enroll. And God bless you, and take care. I'm Paul Friedman, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Isn't that funny? I'm Paul Friedman, and I founded the Marriage Foundation. Take care.